Happy New Year, everyone! It's time for predictions. Want to know what's going to happen next year? I've got some predictions for you. Now, only time will tell how accurate my predictions are. But I'm fairly confident that I've gotten everything 100% correct. Being the soothsayer that I am, I consulted every form of fortune telling from the Orb of Prophecy. Orb of Prophecy! Will Donald Trump be impeached? To the Cubes of Destiny. And of course, the cards themselves. Okay, so according to the cards, Alec Baldwin will contract a case of putrid toe jam. So I am 100% certain that everything that I'm going to predict is going to be 100% true. So let's just get into it with the prediction for all you sports fans, and that is the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. Yes, I have foreseen this. I don't know a great deal about football, to be perfectly honest. I just don't watch it anymore. I'm not even sure if they're in the playoffs right now, but I am certain that the Cleveland Browns are going to win this year's Super Bowl. Now, yes, I did do a video entitled Things I'd Like to See in My Lifetime, and on that list was the Cleveland Browns winning the Super Bowl. But I didn't foresee this just because I wanted to foresee this. I foresaw this, and it just happens that it's something that I wanted to foresee. Speaking of things I wanted to see, which was also in that video, Anna Kendrick getting naked. Now, I don't just mean like a regular everyday naked, like she's taking a shower. I mean she's going to be naked on the big screen. She's going to take on a movie role that requires nudity, and we're going to see her naked on the big screen. I have been having so many visions of a naked Anna Kendrick, just over and over. It's about every other night I've had a lot of dreams about a naked Anna Kendrick. What else could it mean? Okay, moving along. Mark this next date on your calendars, December 21st, 2019. That is going to be the day that the government shutdown finally ends. What I foresee happening is that President Trump, he's going to give in to a deal proposed by Chuck Schumer. Trump wanted $50 billion for his border wall. Schumer and the Democrats, they're only going to give him $4 billion. Well, $4,999,999.99, but not a penny more. I know a lot of you probably don't believe this. You thought Donald Trump making a deal with the Democrats snowballs chance in hell. Speaking of snowballs and hot environments, it's going to snow in Phoenix. That's right. Phoenix, Arizona is going to be hit with a massive blizzard. I'm thinking 2 feet of ice. That's going to happen this year. It's going to snow in Phoenix. Up next, we have men returning to the moon this year. Someone's going to land on the moon. I don't think it's going to be the Americans. I don't think it's going to be us. I think it's going to be a different nation. They're going to land some people on the moon. I saw this vision of an astronaut standing on the moon with a flag with a giant M on it. So I'm thinking Mongolia is going to land on the moon. Don't take me to that, the Mongolian part, but I know that someone's going to land on the moon this year. Up next is... Okay, so now we're going to come to the big one, the prediction you've all been waiting for, wanting to know how it's going to turn out, and that is who's going to host the Oscars. It's going to be Andrew Dice Clay. Yes, Andrew Dice Clay is going to be replacing Kevin Hart, who got in trouble for some tweets that he put out. And they've been having trouble trying to find a celebrity who's never said anything offensive. And I think that they're going to go with Andrew Dice Clay as the host of this year's Oscars. Okay, so I was just kidding with you there. I mean, not about Andrew Dice Clay. He will be hosting the Oscars. But I know what the big prediction is that everyone wants to know is what's going to happen with Trump. Is he going to be impeached? And my answer to that is sadly no. President Trump will not be impeached in 2019. Now, I have foreseen this, and I don't take any joy in it, but that's simply what's going to happen. There will be no impeachment of President Trump next year. He will remain into the presidency throughout 2019. That's what I've sadly foreseen. People, I just think you're putting too much faith in that Mueller investigation. How do I put this in the nicest terms? The Mueller investigation, it's a facade. It's not a real investigation. Yes, every once in a while he'll find some criminals to indict, but the whole thing was just show by the Democrats and by the liberals and by Mueller to make Trump look bad, make it look like he's a Russian puppet and the Russians are infiltrating our government. They're pushing that propaganda so they can remain in power and so they can seize the White House. Mueller, he's not doing anything. Not really. He's just a guy who shows up to work with, crackers in his briefcase. Whole thing is just pointless. Mueller is not going to try and impeach the president that year. That is my prediction. And, as far as 2020, will Trump win? Well, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. So this was just predictions for 2019, and we'll see what happens in 2020 next year. And that's all I got for now.